This is Jeff Grace from Swimming Specific Yoga and swimmingspecificyoga.com. What we're going to work on in this short practice is self-talk. We know that self-talk is extremely important in all areas of our lives, but especially when it comes to performance. Our self-talk can be a determining factor in how we perform. Positive self-talk can bring feelings of confidence and positivity before you get up to race. Negative self-talk can create self-doubt. What we're going to do in this practice is first focus on awareness of self-talk, and then make sure that we're going through the practice with positive self-talk. One concept that we're going to use throughout this process is something that I've been really using with the swim teams that I work with heading into their championship meets. And that's a concept of a mental locker. And this was created by a sports psychologist named Gary Mack, who wrote an awesome book called Mind Gym. And what he got players to do is, before they came into a practice or a game, they knew that they were changing from their street clothes into their uniforms. What he wanted them to do is think about that process in the mental realm. So taking any attachments to thoughts or feelings, especially negative ones, that they've had throughout the day, and as they change, placing those into their mental locker, so that by the time they were actually done that process, those feelings, those thoughts were out of their mind, and they had cleared their mind to be focused on the present moment and be able to perform in that moment. I know you guys are going to love this practice, and it's going to be an awesome way for you to work on your self-talk. We're going to start in our strong standing posture of mountain pose. So come to the front of your mat. Feet hip distance apart, pointed straight forward. You're going to feel into the four corners of your feet. Big toe mount, little toe mount, inner and outer side of the heel. Legs are towards straight, but with a micro bend in the knee. Hips are in a neutral position. Core is slightly engaged. Relax your shoulders back and down, and feel your neck long, the ears coming right over the shoulders. Arms are relaxed to the sides of the body with the palms facing straight forward. Now, having strong posture has really shown to affect your self-talk and the way you talk to yourself in a positive way. When you hold a strong posture, you tend to have more confidence. So really feel this strong structure. And as we're here, we're going to go through a three-part breath. So on every inhale, feel the stomach fill, the ribs widen, the chest rise. And on the exhales, feel the chest fall, the ribs narrow, the stomach empty. And as you're here going through that breath, I want you to really gradually expand the inhales, expanding through the body, expanding through the lungs, and gradually lengthen your exhales, not forcing anything, but building the breath. And as you're here, just start to notice the thoughts that come into the mind. See if you can notice them without engaging with them. See if you can notice them without them stealing your attention away from your breath. And they most likely will. And when they do, simply notice that, acknowledge it, and accept that this is part of the process, and go back to refocusing on your breath. We're going to do about 4 to 6 more of those three-part breaths in our strong standing pose, our strong posture. Now on your next inhale, bring the arms up and out to the side and then overhead. Long spine, strong core, leading with your chest. Exhale, fold forward, hinging at your hips. Make sure the hips stay high, but the knees are bent enough. The upper body is coming super close to the thighs. The upper body drapes over the thighs. Allow your head to hang, your neck to relax. Then, bending your knees here enough that your hands reach the ground. Inhale, bring your left foot back towards the back of the mat. Come up onto your fingertips so your chest is raised off of your thigh. Feel the spine long, shoulder blades drawn back towards the hips. Knee directly over ankle, foot pointed straight forward, and square your hips. Feel as if your back foot is coming towards your front and your front foot is coming towards your back. So you feel strength through your pelvis, through your hips. Strong core, long spine. Inhale, rise up with the upper body, arms up. On your exhale, you're going to come to cactus, 90 degrees at the elbows, 90 degrees at the shoulders, opening up through the chest and shoulders. Keep that squaring of the hips, that strength. And as we move through, once again, notice your self-talk, seeing if you can stay away from engaging. Inhale, lengthen the arms up overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Back foot stays where it is. Inhale, front foot meets back. You come into your high, or if you wish, dropping your knees down to a low push-up. Make sure fingers are spread wide and pointed straight forward. Shoulders are over elbows, elbows over wrists. You're engaged strongly in your core, and feel the glutes engage, the muscles in the seat. Staying here for another 2 breaths. Notice the thoughts that flow through the mind. See if you can stay away from them stealing your attention away from the moment. On the exhale, keeping the elbows tucked in and that lengthen the spine, lower down to the ground slowly. Top of the feet down, press into the ground. Your quads engage, your knees lift, shoulders away from ears. And then inhale, slowly bring chest and chin up and forward into a cobra. Exhale, lower. Inhale, tuck your toes back behind you. Exhale, press up and back to a down dog. Now, in your down dog, this inverted V positioning, make sure fingers are spread wide and pointed straight forward. You have your shoulders externally rotated, meaning you're going to feel the triceps twirl towards each other. Elbow pits face away from you and press the ground away strongly. Feeling active length in your spine and those hips coming back in a diagonal direction. Keep a bend in the knees. Then on the next inhale, bend the knees a little more. Come up on tiptoes. Exhale, walk your feet forward to your forward fold. Allow the upper body once again to drape over the thighs, head to hang, neck to relax. Bend the knees enough, your hands reach the ground. Inhale, bring your right foot back towards the back of the mat. Once again, come up onto fingertips, chest is up and forward, shoulder blades are drawing back towards the hips. Your left knee is directly over your ankle, your foot is straight forward. Square those hips, scissor the thighs towards each other. Then with a strong core, long spine, inhale, rise up, arms up. And once again, we're going to exhale, come to our cactus with arms. Open up through the chest and shoulders. Keep the spine long, core strong. Notice how this pose feels different on this side compared to the last. Inhale, lengthen the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Next exhale, bring back foot to meet front, forward fold. Hands on shins. Inhale, bring your upper body halfway up. So you're 90 degrees at your hips. Feel the strength in the core and the length in the spine. Once again, shoulder blades glide down towards the hips. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, rise all the way up to standing, arms up. Exhale, bring the hands down through center. And once again, come back to your strong standing posture of mountain. Find that structure. Find that strength. Develop that great posture through your mountain pose. Now, over the next 4 to 6 breaths, I want you to go back to your 3-part breath. And now, start using that concept of your mental locker. Take any of the negative self-talk, any of the attachments that you've had to your thoughts that have maybe stolen your attention away from your breath, and place them into that mental locker. Staying here for another 4 breaths. And as you put those thoughts, feelings into that mental locker, start to bring your awareness and your attention into the moment a little bit more strongly. Next, inhale. Bring the arms up and out to the side and then overhead. Strong core, long spine. Exhale, fold forward. Hands on shins. Inhale, rise halfway up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bring your right foot back towards the back of the mat. Bring your right hand out just a little wider on the ground. Square your hips. Make sure left knee is directly over ankle, pointed straight forward. Then think of your left arm and shoulder as one unit. Inhale, bring the left arm up and out to the side, twisting through the spine, opening up through the chest and shoulder. Continue to draw the upper arm back into the shoulder socket, feeling that stability. Exhale, bring that hand back down. Back foot's gonna stay where it is. Inhale, front foot meets back into your high or low push-up. Now, find your foundation in this high or low push-up. Make sure the core is strong, spine is long, the hips are in line with the spine. Now, as you're here, notice those thoughts. And if you need to continue to put some of those thoughts back into the mental locker, take the next few breaths to do so as we strongly hold this high or low push-up position. Breathe. Keeping the elbows tucked in, exhale, lower down to the ground slowly. Top of the feet onto the ground, press into the ground, and then inhale, chest and chin up and forward to cobra. Exhale, lower down slowly. Inhale, tuck your toes back behind you. Exhale, press up and back to your down dog. Feel that strength in this pose coming into that inverted V positioning. Inhale, come up onto tiptoes, bend the knees a little more. Exhale, either walk or jump your feet forward to your forward fold. Allow yourself to relax into the fold for 2 breaths. Head hangs, knees are bent enough, upper body is super close to the thighs. Then, bending the knees enough, the hands reach the ground. Inhale, left foot back towards the back of the mat. Make sure the knee is directly over the ankle, foot and knee pointed straight forward. Bring the left hand out a little wider on the ground and square your hips. Think of your right shoulder and arm as one unit. Inhale, bring that arm up and out to the side, twisting through the mid-spine, opening up through the chest and shoulder. Check that front knee, make sure it's pointed straight forward. Notice how this pose on this side feels different than it did on the last. Exhale. Bring that hand back down. On the next exhale, back foot meets front, forward fold. Hands on shins. Inhale, rise halfway up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up to standing, arms up. Exhale, hands come down through center. Come back to your mountain pose. Find that strength in this strong standing posture. Right from the feet all the way through to the crown of the head. Once you've found your mountain pose, what we're now going to do is take that concept of the mental locker, and instead of placing different thoughts or feelings into the locker, what we're going to do is take some positive thoughts, positive self-talk out of the locker and place that into our awareness and into our attention. Maybe think of a couple of words that really bring you confidence. Maybe it's a phrase, okay? Really pick something that resonates with you and brings you confidence and positive feeling, not only in the mind, but throughout the body as well. Now, come back to that strong standing posture of mountain, and we'll stay here for about 4 to 6 more breaths, coming through our 3-part breath and going through that process of taking positive self-talk out of the mental locker and placing it into our awareness, into our attention. And continuing to build your breath. Now we're going to come into a few poses that take a strong amount of effort. You want to continue to keep that positive self-talk in your awareness, in your attention. Feel that positivity, that confidence, not only in the mind, but through the body as well. The inhale, bring the arms up and out to the side and then overhead. Exhale, drop your seat back so you come into a chair. Keep the upper body upright. Reach towards the sky with the fingertips. Look at your knees and feet. Make sure they're hip distance pointed straight forward. And you can see your toes in front of your knees. Really feel ribs and belly button draw back towards the spine. See if you can feel this pose in your glutes as much as you are your quads. See if you might be able to sink back just a little bit more. Feel that strength in your chair. Notice your self-talk and breathe. As you give this effort, continue to have that positive self-talk, that confidence, those positive feelings through the body. Exhale, fold forward. Hands on shins. Inhale, rise halfway up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up to standing, arms up. Exhale, drop back towards your chair once again. Check all of those aspects that we talked about first time we came through chair, making sure you have great alignment. Feel the core strong, spine long. Maybe see if you can drop back a little more, giving yourself that challenge. Breathe. Your exhale, fold forward. Inhale, rise halfway up. This time on your exhale, fold forward. Inhale, left foot back towards the back of the mat. Right away, bring the right to meet it. Come into your high or low push-up position. Press the ground away. That core is strong, your spine is long, you're engaged in your glutes. We're going to stay here for about 4 to 6 breaths. And as you're here, giving that effort, see if you can feel some lightness in this pose. Really giving that effort, but having an effortless feeling to it. Stay with your breath. 2 more breaths. On your exhale, lower down to the ground slowly. Inhale, rise up to your cobra. Exhale, lower. Inhale, tuck toes. Exhale, press up and back, down dog. Inhale, tip toes, bend knees. Exhale, walk or jump your feet forward, forward fold. Inhale, Rise halfway up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up to standing, arms up. Exhale, bring the hands down through center. And once again, find your strong standing posture of mountain. Feeling the strength from the four corners of the feet all the way through to the crown of the head. Really make sure you allow the shoulders to relax back and down. You have that neck long. Feel the strength you have in this mountain pose. Feel that amazing posture that you've developed, and continue to use that positive self-talk and really feel the emotion that it creates and feel the positivity through the body. Staying here for about 4 more breaths, returning back to your 3-part breath, building your breath. Now, that's the end of our short practice. Doing a practice like this can really start to ingrain that process of not only noticing and being aware of your self-talk, but changing that self-talk. And you can use that concept of a mental locker, especially before a race. Use it before practice, so once again, you've already started to have that habit before you get to your competitions.